Hello and welcome. This is Sandra Hart. The other day I got my second COVID shot and I had to wait for about 15 minutes afterwards to see if I had any reaction. While I was sitting there, I was looking around and there wasn't one person that was under 60 sitting there. And I realized, wow, I really am part of that older generation now. And I started thinking about memories and my children, and actually I started thinking about all of you. I have some younger subscribers in their 20s who have written to me, and they are so fearful of aging. It seems that even the younger generation, it doesn't mean that those of us under 60 aren't maybe fearful too, but a lot of the younger people in my community are afraid of aging. When I got home, I started thinking about that and I talked to my children. And I thought today I really would like to share with you my thoughts on aging. So I want you to take a deep breath, sit back and relax this moment. And when we come back together, I'm going to tell you about something that I did that kind of helped me talk about this aging process. To be young, oh, to be young, to feel the changes fall away, fall away, fall away from you. Those are lyrics to a song from an album called Beauty in Disrepair that my son made in 2014. That song came to mind to me when I thought about talking to you about aging, but also what came to mind to me was a tour that I took 2 summers ago in Nashville to this beautiful Greek restoration home. My daughter-in-law and I drove not too far away from where they live and started up this long driveway. I thought it would never end. We were going up this long driveway until I finally saw this beautiful house in the distance with the big white pillars, and it looked so lovely. But the closer I got to it, the more that I could see that this house had not been maintained maybe for years. Some of the paint was starting to peel from it, and it had lost its beauty. It had lost the grandeur of what it had been before. I found out that this house actually was built either between 1895 and 1920, and it was a copy of Andrew Jackson's house called the Hermitage in Nashville. So this family built this house to be a replica of that. Walking into the entrance reminded me now of us, that our bodies are a temple. We are a house. We are an accumulation of everything that we have done in the years that we have been living, aren't we? We have had travels. We have accumulated things. We have had experiences. All of the things that we have done in our lives are exactly what I saw in this house of material things. Beautiful furniture, paintings, crystal, tea sets, piano. All of these things that I saw in this house made up this house into a home. And that is who we are. The years that we have lived and everything that we have accumulated while living makes us a beautiful house, doesn't it? So we have to take care of that. Aging happens. It happens to all of us. But if we let that fear keep us from enjoying every day and enjoying what I call steps, like the steps that we climbed in this big old house, are the steps that we take every year. Every year that we have lived, we have learned something, haven't we? Whether it was a good lesson or a bad lesson, we have learned something. We have accumulated experience. We have accumulated memories, skills. Everything that we have lived is a step toward a happier and more purposeful life. And if we fear those changes, if we fear those things, as my son said, falling away, but they're not falling away into disrepair if we're doing and living correctly, we are taking and enjoying those moments every single day of our life. We're not waking up and walking through the day and just that is letting it fall away. But if you wake up and enjoy every day, like you and the people who had this house enjoyed those beautiful steps that took them to another stage, another floor, then that really is a good part of aging. Because we are so lucky to still be here. We are lucky to be able to try every day, to try new experiences, to be with our loved ones, and to grow and have a purposeful life. If we're not here, all of that on this planet ends. Always accept things that you cannot change. And there are things in our lives that we absolutely cannot change. But what you do is to take action and change those things you can. You cannot stop aging, but you can make it a wonderful thing if you live your life correctly and you experience and anticipate every single day of your life. You are only as old as you think you are, and I don't know how many times I can say that, but I truly believe it. You are only as old as you think you are, and you are only as invisible as you think you are, and do not play into that invisible fake news, because you won't be invisible unless you think you are. Appreciate the living that you have done. Do not let the beauty that you have accumulated by living every year of your life, do not let it go into disrepair by not appreciating who you are and what you've accomplished in your life. Don't ever let the beauty that you have acquired in your life fall into disrepair. You are the captain of the ship. You own the house that you live in. You are in charge. Do not forget that to be loved, you have to first love yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that you will do something fantastic for yourself today. And of course, think about someone else who may need to hear from you or need your attention today. And of course, that's all to share the love. Don't forget how much I really love each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Let go of your fear of aging, because it's a wonderful journey if you let it.